Good morning, everyone. Hello, 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 and hello. Welcome to What's New Wednesday. Just got all choked up here being together with you again. It is Wednesday, October 8th. 2025. How are you doing today? Hope things are going really well wherever you are. Who do I have joining me today? It looks like Brenda she says it's chilly, but some wonderful sunshine and clear blue skies in Illinois. I love that. That sounds like the perfect day, actually. Hi, Jennifer from Mid Michigan and Delta from Northern Michigan. Hi, Vonnie from Colorado Springs and Michelle from Denver. Good morning, Lawrence from Minnesota. And oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, here, Heather from Maryland. We have lots of Maryland people here today. Good morning, Violet from Texas, Patsy from Ohio, Heidi from Erda. Good morning, Michelle from Oregon City, Oregon, Susan from Raleigh, and Wendy from Maryland, another Maryland. Wow, you guys are like all getting together. I love it. And Sue from the Villages in Florida. Hope you're having a great day, y'all. I am back from Texas, and boy, what a fun trip it was. Many of you probably know that myself and 5 of my Kimberbell friends were in Texas this last week in Houston for International Quilt Market, and boy, was it fun. Oh my gosh, inspiration everywhere, and it's just fun to see what's coming out, what's new, what you can expect in your local quilt shop here in the next few months and into 2026. There's lots of good things happening in the industry, and I just love being part of all of it. And I love being able to share it with all of you. So anyway, hopefully you got to see that this week. We'll put a link in the notes here, and we'll talk about it here in just a moment about what is coming out new from Kimberbell. But nonetheless, it was just a great, great time. But it's always good to be home because there's no place like home, right? All right, everyone. Well, what do we have going on this week? We've got lots of good deals to talk about this week, including some deals of the week, some items in the last chance category, which you never want to miss those because, like the name entails, last chance to get this stuff because it's not coming back in. We'll talk about that. We've got some fun show and tell. We got some great background quilting. Oh my goodness, the background quilting. I wasn't able to talk about it last week because we were talking so much about the new Bella box, which is another exciting thing, right? But we'll talk about those quilting designs this week. I'll show you some pictures from Quilt Market, all the things. And then, of course, a giveaway, of course, right? So I appreciate you being here for all of it. All right, let's talk first. Wow, where to start? Let's talk deals of the week, shall we? Okay, so Cassie, of course, was in Houston with me on Monday when we do No Miss Monday. So I know she was able to give you a little bit more of kind of behind the scenes of what was happening at Quilt Market, and as well as tell you a little bit about the deals of the week. But we've got some good ones this week going on, including Cup of Cheer. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Cup of Cheer. That's a good one. How many of you guys did Cup of Cheer? This is a few years old. And it's more like an Advent quilt, as you know. But if you don't want to make it an Advent quilt, the great thing about it is you just leave off the numbers, right? I think the numbers are the last step in all of them. So if you just want to make it like a regular Christmas quilt, just leave off those numbers. But if you're thinking, boy, an Advent quilt would be a whole lot of fun to do with my family, my kids, my grandkids and such, then that is a fun one. Very interactive. Absolutely love that. Now, in addition to that quilt, I believe the embellishment quilt is on that deal of the week as well. So you're going to save big, big, big on both of those, as well as the background quilting bundle. So look how darling those are. And I just absolutely adore the little snowman. I think that's my favorite from that background quilting bundle is the snowman, all a swirl inside those clear blue tiles, right? So check those out. when you get a chance, that is part of the deal of the week. Now, also as part of the deal week, I didn't grab a screenshot, but I did notice that there's some extra little extras from the Bella Box, this that we just launched. The Bella Box will go officially on sale next week. I believe it's October 15th. And so after that is released, then anyone who's on the waiting list will be notified if there's any openings. So that is next week. Let me just give you a quick look at some of those projects. This is, of course, what Tori and I talked about last week. But look at that table runner. Is that stunning or what? And I'll tell you, the details on those poinsettia flowers is fun. They're just phenomenal. Some gorgeous, gorgeous textures in there. We've also got this fun scallop tea towel that's part of the Bella Box. We've got this shaker card that I think would be so beautiful beyond the card as well. We've got some chalkboard tags, which would make great tags for also ornaments. We got the sweetest little birdie ornament right there. And oh my gosh, I love this little treat, three-dimensional Christmas tree treat bag type thing. So darling. So here's all the projects that you're getting in the Bella Box. And I mean, you love those, but how about the bonus projects? Look at that. Those are for throughout the entire year. And then we've got a thread kit that with the most gorgeous colors you ever did see, I'm telling you. Stunning colors. In fact, I saw someone maybe just this morning post that they received their thread kit for that Bella Box already and couldn't get over how pretty the colors were. So yeah, I totally agree. So all of that is to say is that next week when billing happens, if there's any openings, we'll let the people on the wait list know. So if you're not subscribed to the Bell Box, get on that wait list because you never know if you might be able to get in on it this year. But in deal of the week this week, there's some of those extras. So if you want some extra like leather or chalkboard fabric or some of the extra embellishments, there might be some tea towels left. I'm not sure. Check that out over on deal of the week. All right. Okay. Yeah. Lots of people are saying, I need that thread kit. Absolutely. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning in person. Okay, so those are over on Deal of the Week. And then also, this isn't necessarily on Deal of the Week, but it's a deal you can't miss out on. And that is that in 2 days, the deal expires. So I just got to give you another heads up so that you can save 25% on the background quilting for Enchanted Winter. Enchanted Winter. So, of course, that's the quilt everyone's talking about right now. And it's in the purples and the blues. You know the one I'm talking about with the cute little snowman, the deer, the polar bear, all the things. That Enchanted Winter, I think I have it right here. Nope, that's Cup of Cheer. Let me find it for you. Or maybe I didn't pull it up. But in any case, Enchanted, well, let's see. Let me look real quick here. Okay. Oh, here. Maybe this is it. Let me look. Hold on. I think I just forgot to pull it up. Anyway, that winter bundle, here it is on sale for 25% off introductory pricing until 10/10. Well, today, my friends, is 10/8. So on Friday, it goes up in regular price. So if you want to get in on those beautiful background quilting files for 25% off, introductory pricing ends this Friday. So there's your public service announcement on that. All right. Now, in addition to new deals of the week, every now and then we throw in more things into the last chance category. And of course, as I said before, these are things that are not going to be reordered, not brought back in again. So you'll want to get in on a screaming good deal. And that's a different category. So if you go to the very top of the kimberbell.com page, click on shop, and then click on last chance category, here is what you're going to find. To make it even easier, I think we have a link here in the comment section. But these are just, I just grabbed a few screenshots of it. There's actually 2 pages filled with last chance, but here's just kind of an idea of what you'll find over there. We've got some needles. We have several different needle types available over there, and they're all different prices, and there's one of them. Normally $10, you can get a set of needles for $6.99, which I know you know. I know you know that you cannot have enough needles. We've also got a few spools of different colors of glide thread over there as well, in our last chance category. Now, another screenshot that I grabbed because I noticed that there is a magnetic hoop on sale. This was something that we did over on the Me Time side of things, and now we're moving those magnetic hoops out. So if you want to get a great deal on fabric, magnetic hoops, the fabric folding pin, all those things I absolutely adore, you'll actually find them on the last chance category at kimberbell.com. Ooh, that's a screaming deal on that snap hoop monster hoop for the Janome right there. Beautiful. And then, ooh, that fabric bundle with the strawberries for only $9.99, normally $33. You guys, just the strawberry fabric alone, I go nuts over. So there's some really great deals. Check it out. Last chance category. All right, moving on. All right, Sew and Tell with Kimberbell. Oh, you guys have been making some fun stuff lately. It has been a blast to, it's kind of fun because what I do at the end of Quilt Market days, they're long days, let me tell you. But what I like to do is just come back to the room and relax a little bit. And you know where my phone goes? Over to the Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell Facebook page. Oh, yes, I love seeing what you guys are making. And so I found some themes that I thought I would highlight today. And let's find out what they are. Okay, here we go. You guys, it's a new month. I know we're into it a week, but I haven't been around. So I was so excited to see so many people get right on it with the mystery quilt for October, the mystery quilt block for October. It's coming together, you guys. Are you just so excited to see how it all ends up? I think we only have maybe another month. I don't know. Did we go into December? I don't remember. Maybe December is like bringing it all together. But in any case, we're getting down to the wire. And you know what I'm going to say? It's still not too late to join because you can still get all the previous months and it goes by so fast, like just one little block at a time. If you're loving this flower block, like Pam said, she says, this month's blocks are so cute. Let's take an up close look at that. Look, do you see how the little tiny flowers, they're little lace type embellishments that are added on so it gives it more dimension. And I've seen you guys do some really cute things with these flower blocks, like, putting them on denim jackets and such, or putting them on a tea towel. So you're using them beyond the quilt, and that's what I love. I do. Okay, Denise said, got one block done for October. I used Mylar on the small flowers. Nice idea, Denise. I love that. Here we go. Here's some more. Kathy says that she used some scraps of fleece to add some texture to hers and then added some bling. I love the bling. Let's take a closer look at Kathy's bling in the middle of those flowers. What a great idea, Kathy. Absolutely love. And then, yep, you added some extra dimension there with the felt. Here we go. Here's another one from Jennifer. She says she thinks it's her favorite block Oh my gosh, I love it. And then she ends, I can't believe it's almost finished. I know, it's crazy. And look at that cute background quilting that already comes in it. So cute. Here's a closer look at hers right there. That is definitely a favorite block of mine as well. Okay, so not too late to join the mystery. If you want more information about it, we'll put a link here in the comments, and find a shop who can get you all the files. It's so fun. So fun. They can get you signed up through Kimberbell, and then it goes into your Kimberbell library, and it's just easy to be able to catch up. No big deal, right? So that is something you guys have been working on. And then, of course, it does my heart good. Every single time I see people using clear blue tiles for their background quilting, and especially after the webinar that we did right before I left for Quilt Market, it makes me even happier to see that you guys are getting them out and using them. So I want to highlight a few of those. This one's from Susan. She said she loved watching the Clear Blue Tiles webinar, and it encouraged her to use them for this table topper. Look at that. Again, they don't even have to be used on Kimberbell projects. This is a darling piece table topper, and yet she used our clear blue tiles background quilting to finish it off. Susan, way to go. It is beautifully done, and it just makes me happy that you got them out and used them. All right, and this one, where did it go? Oh, okay. I've kind of set the scene here for you for a minute. You might have seen this posted. I actually just grabbed it at the last minute last night because it did my heart good. And I thought, how many of you will be able to relate to what this Bella said? This is my friend Joanna. She says, I just have to quickly read a few things, and I'm also going to show you some of the quilt tops she did. She says, hello, Bellas and fellas. This is a long post, but I hope you'll read it all, and I hope it inspires you. And then she goes on to say, here's her story. She started quilting about 14 years ago. She bought an embroidery machine. She bought a sewing machine, and she bought a long arm. She's made over 30 memory quilts, a couple of mystery quilts. She's quilted some other projects over the years, but since working full time, she just really hadn't had the desire to sew very much. She was thinking about selling all of her machines and donating all of her fabric. She says that it's been about 2 years since she spent any time in her sewing room. Can any of you relate to Joanna in this in one way or the other? She'd go into her sewing room only to organize and reorganize and think, I really should finish this quilt, but it's just something that she didn't want to do. Okay, so then she talks about the What's New Wednesday, where I got to interview my friends Mookie and Liz about the Tiny Hugs campaign. And she says, if you didn't see it, please go to YouTube to find it. She was very inspired by that interview with them. She said she cried a lot during it. And the best thing is that she was inspired. She knew what she needed to do, and she had the desire to sew again. So here's what she did. You guys, you may have seen this on the Bella's page last night. She says she sewed 6 quilt tops just in the last few weeks, all to be donated to the Tiny Hugs program. She says, now here's the real clincher with all this that makes me just go, yes, Joanna. And I think a lot of you can relate to this. She says she's had the clear blue tiles for a few years. She never opened them. She said she was intimidated. She wasn't quite sure how they worked. She knew she wanted to quilt these special quilts for Tiny Hugs, and so that they would be perfect every time. So she opened her box. Yes, first step, open that box. She watched some videos. She read through the user guide, and she got it figured out. And I love this too. She said she could have put the 3 of the baby quilts on her long arm, but the thought of that also stressed her out. She just didn't have the skills to custom quilt. She said they would have been stippled or looped, and she wanted more than that. Okay. Then she writes in big words, Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why did I wait so long? So simple, so fun, perfect, beautiful quilting every time. She's hooked. She's thinking of selling her long arm and embroidery machine and upgrading to a larger embroidery machine with a larger frame just so that she can finish her quilts. Um, let's see, and do more of these tiny hugs projects. She says, don't be like me by keeping the tiles in the box. Get them out, try it. She thinks you're going to love it. I absolutely love finishing my own quilts. That gives her so much satisfaction. So she thanks Liz and Mookie for being vulnerable and sharing their story because it inspired her. She's so excited about all the designs. Okay, Joanna, that made me so, so happy. And I think a lot of us can relate to your story in one way or the other. Do you want to see these quilts, you guys? Already 6 of them that she's going to be donating. Here's just a few up close shots. Do you see? It's a little tough to see. Maybe look down towards the bottom. She's got some flowers going on. It works perfectly with the little flowers in the fabric. Here she's using the quilted hearts right there. I love that design with those quilted hearts. Here she was so excited about the words like strong and brave and such that are in some of our background quilting design files. Here some additional flowers. Here we've got some, oh, how cute. She took some Mickey Mouse fabric and put just like an all over circles quilting on there. Thank you, Joanna, for sharing that. Hey, just as a reminder, too, is that remember how we want to get 300 quilts from all of us Bellas and fellas out there to donate by October 22nd, I believe is the date. So we've got a couple weeks left to hit that goal of 300. And if you're out there making those and donating them, please let us know. You can, give us a hashtag on there, Kimberbell. Boy, I'm going to mess this up. Tiny quilts. Someone from Kimberbell, let us know the exact hashtag. Tiny hugs. Maybe it's Kimberbell Tiny Hugs. Let me know in the comments what that is, because I want to let you know that if you are making these quilts, we want to know about it, because we really do. I mean, more than anything, we just want you to make them, obviously, right? But we also want to know, like, if we hit our goal of 300. So very, very cool. Cindy, I couldn't agree more. She says, so awesome that helping someone else motivated you to return to your love of sewing and quilting. 100% yes. Sybil, Joanne was an inspiration to me. Yep. Love it. Love it. Love it. I am so excited about so many people doing that. If you have not seen the webinar I did, this would have been a week or so ago. My days are all blending together these days. It's not too late to watch that. If you've wondered how Clear Blue Tiles works, if you're someone like Joanna who has had them still in that box and you're ready to get them out and try them out for yourself, now's the time. Now's the time. You can watch my webinar. I break it down as easy as possible to get you started. And this is just the beginning of many, many more webinars where we'll go even deeper into all the possibilities you can do for Clear Blue Tiles. So there you go. And with background quilting. All right. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to see your comments. Glenna says, I'm in the same boat. 1 year ago, I rented a cabin for 2 weeks. My only plan is to bring machines, projects, and yes, Clear Blue Tiles will be coming. I'm hoping to accomplish a lot. I'm sure you will, Glenda. I'm sure you will. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing those. I want you to keep posting, keep sharing them, because we absolutely love seeing all of them. Of course, speaking of Clear Blue Tiles background quilting, we have some new ones as well. So let's talk about those. There's 4 new ones I want to mention, and let's pull those up right now. Now, as I mentioned last week, I we focused more on the Bella box, so I missed some of those that were brand new for you to see, but you got to see them. They're so darn cute. How about this one with just hearts all over? I love just the sketched the sketched look, whimsical look of these layered hearts. Isn't that something? And with it being a large scale quilting design, you're going to be able to quilt those quilts super quick. So I love that. Now look at this one. This one just made me go, oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's a retro design. And again, oh my gosh, I can see the tweens out there, especially the tweens loving that with kind of an 80s retro vibe, right? Oh, that is cute. The smiley face, the flowers, the lightning bolts, the rainbows, the stars. I think that is so adorable. Love it. Okay, and then new this week. So those two were, let me pull them up again. Last week, brand new. Here we go. How about this week? We've got this one. We're calling it Mythic. Mythic. It's got some little dragons going around on there. You'll have to take a look. That's not the best screenshot maybe that I could have shown. You need to take a look at the product page and look at all the different sizes that it comes in, because that's pretty darn cute. There are little dragons in there, so that's kind of fun. And then this one is called Car 5. Those are all perfect, aren't they, for tiny hugs? But even if you didn't do it for tiny hugs, if you've got, grandkids that you're looking to make some quilts for, maybe for Christmas or something, I bet you could find a really, really cute background quilting design for them. So anyway, and just speaking of, again, tiny hugs, sometimes we're only thinking of the little babies and such, but also let's think about the older ones too, the toddlers, the tweens, the teens that might be looking for something special for them to be wrapped in as well. So anyway, life is good. Life is good. It doesn't mean it's perfect. There's lots of yucky stuff out there, but when we stop and think about how blessed we are too, and that we could make things like this and give them away to others in need, it's a good thing for all of us, right? All right. So very excited about those. Another new thing that we launched a couple weeks ago, and I really haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, is something that we're calling easy appliques. Now, easy appliques come out on Fridays. So be looking every Friday for a brand new 1 or 2 or so easy appliques. And the idea behind this is that we want something easy, simple. And what's really cool is that so many of these easy appliques actually coordinate really, really well with our background quilting designs. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you did like the cutest background quilting design with maybe a heart, and now you put some appliques in there with applique hearts, and it just kind of elevates it even more. And you could do it just like, say it was a background quilting. We're going to pull this up just for an example. A background quilting of some hearts, but maybe in the corner you want to do like a little applique heart that has a special message in it. These easy appliques are definitely designed to work and coordinate with our background quilting design. So every Friday, look for a new release of these easy appliques. All right. Now, the other thing to note, really important, is that within, let's see, I think they're on sale. They drop in price for the first 72 hours, I believe, of these being released. And then after 72 hours, they go up to the full price. Still a great price, but you can save even more by getting it, boom, within those first 72 hours. So be watching for it on Fridays. Download it within 72 hours. You're going to get it for like $5, I think. And then after 72 hours, and it comes in multiple sizes, after 72 hours, it goes up. All right. So anyway, just want to make mention of that because last week, or maybe the week before last week, I think it was, our first 2 designs were released. And I adore this one. Let me show you what the background quilting was. Okay, this was released a couple of weeks ago, the background quilting. And then on Friday, the coordinating applique came out, and they're both so cute. Look at this. Okay, let's set the scene with the background quilting right here. Remember when that came out with the storks? Oh my gosh, such a cute background quilting design, especially for the baby or the new mom to be. Maybe you want to make that, like quilt that on a tote bag or a baby bag. Maybe you want to put that on, any kind of bedding or something. So that's cute. But now look at the coordinating easy applique to go with it. Adorable, okay, right? So again, background quilting, easy applique. Can't you see even like putting like a special name there on the little bag that the stork is holding, the little bundle of joy, should I say? And then they put it on one of our totes. I think that's adorable. That would be adorable just even to gift a baby shower gift, right? So cute. And these appliques actually come in 3 sizes. So you'll get them in like a kind of a 5x5 size, a 6x6, and it looks like an 8x8. So you'll get the 3 different sizes, $5, I believe, within the first 72 hours, and then it goes up after that. Another design, I forgot to bring in the background quilting that it coordinates with, but you may remember the big floral background quilting design. People went bonkers over it. I love it because you can use it for just about anything. Well, the coordinating easy applique that came out on a Friday, either last week or the week before, was this flower. It's an easy applique. It's simple, right? And that also looks so cute, just even on a zipper pouch or a tote bag or you name it, a jean jacket, right? Be so darling. It also comes in 3 sizes. So there you go. That is what easy appliques are. Now, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the one that's going to come out this Friday. I probably won't do that every week, but I thought this was so cute that I had to bring it up. So I'm going to tease you. This one isn't available yet until Friday, but on Friday, run on over to Kimberbell and get it for really, really low price. This is Love You Forever. Love You Forever. And boy, is that cute. Oh my gosh. I could see that on baby quilts. I can see that on wedding quilts. I can see that. If you love somebody and you love them forever, that is really special, isn't it? All right. And that's coming out this Friday, 10/10. All right, everyone. So that is easy appliques. I know we haven't spent much time on talking about what those are, but there you go. Now you know. You've got the 411 on what those mean and when you can expect to have them coming out. All righty. Okay. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thanks, Mary Ellen. She says, Kimberbell does it again, making quilting fun and easy. I love that. All right, everyone. So that's new. Now let's talk about check. Quilt Market. Because this is What's New Wednesday, we're going to talk about what's coming out, what's new here. And at Quilt Market, we talked about what's coming out for 2026. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. All right. So Joyce is asking where those easy appliques are on the website. That's a great question. Someone from Kimberbell will share where that is. I wonder, we should probably have a special category just for that too. And maybe we do, and I just don't know that yet. So we'll figure it out. In the meantime, it would be under latest I think we call it latest release. If you go to shop, and then there's should be a category like what's new or latest release or something like that. That's where they would be now. But I think it would be helpful if we had another category called easy appliques if they aren't available yet. So anyway, maybe that's already there. I don't know. All right, everyone. Quilt Market. So Quilt Market, of course, just to give you a little recap, it was in Houston. It's where shop owners from all over the world come and see what's coming out from, companies like Kimberbell, and they decide what they're bringing into their stores. So I have to show you a couple of funny pictures because this is where it started. With putting together we had a massive crate, right? And this is where, all the craziness started. And then I have to show you a funny picture of Cassie because this is where it ended. Cassie laying down on the job. No, we were waiting for our crate to come back. So I will give her credit for that. But anyway, we had a great time. Oh my gosh. I love and adore these ladies that I got to work with there. Of course, you see Barbie and Cassie and Tori and Mona and Jen, and they are some of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And we had a great time talking to you shop owners. Now, how the booth came together, you can kind of see in the background there, we've got some demo tables as we were demoing orange pop rulers and clear blue tiles for your shop so that they can also help you learn them. And let's see what else. Ooh, we showed the mystery quilt to shop owners, and we showed it through a little viewfinder right there. Oh my gosh, I got to meet shop owners from all over the world. This one in particular is from Denmark. How cool is that? So she's bringing, if that's your shop owner in Denmark, she's bringing in like all of Kimberbell. I love it. We had people literally from all over the world, Denmark, Sweden, Mexico. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. We have shops in Australia, of course, Canada. So it's just fun. It's just fun to learn more about them and what their needs are and how we can help them. We met shop owners near and far. There's my friends here from Texas. A lot of you might recognize them. And I mean, we just had a great time. Oh, I have to share this one because this is a new friend. Of course, I've known her online, I guess, for a few years, Susanna, and that's her son. And they came to see us in the Kimberbell booth, and they both do Kimberbell. And her son is what would proudly be known as a Kimberfella. And so it was so fun to meet them and learn more about what they love about Kimberbell. This, of course, again, is some of the team members there that were there. We've got a new punch needle project that is made to coordinate with Sweetheart Street that will be coming out very, very soon. So lots of things happening there. Oh my gosh. Boy, did we have fun. Boy, did we have fun. There's my friend Becky. It's just, there's an energy there. There's an absolute energy there that's cleaning up that I wish you all could feel. And one of the things, okay, I'll show you, I'm going to tease you a little bit with one of the videos that I filmed from there. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's like 16 minutes long, but I'm going to show you a little clip from it because I would love for you to watch the whole thing if you haven't already. If you want to know what is coming out from Kimberbell here into 2026, and we didn't show everything, but we showed a lot, take a look at this video. Again, I'm just going to show you like a minute long, and then I will direct you to the full video so that you can see it all for yourself. And then that's going to have something to do with our giveaway today. So let's take a look at this.
Go. Hey everyone, it's Kim here at International Quilt Market, and I'm going to just take you a quick little walk around the Kimberbell booth to show you what's new, what's coming out in the next few months into next 2026. See what your shop owners are taking a look at. So, first things first, we have a brand new mystery quilt coming out, and it is called the Mistletoe Mystery. This is a digital dealer exclusive, like you did this year with the wallflower quilt. By the end of next year, you're going to have a full-on Christmas quilt done, background quilting included. I mean, no more UFOs, my friends. We are doing the Mistletoe Mystery together and with your quilt shop, so you're going to want to register with them. Sign-ups with them will probably be happening in the next few weeks, is my guess, so be on the lookout. But what we've been doing is showing your shop owners and educators a little bit about the mystery through a viewfinder, because we cannot take any chances that anyone would take a picture of the final quilt. So they, do you want to see it? No? There we go. And people have had so much fun. So they've been seeing through this viewfinder what this is. Here's a little tease on some of the fabrics you can.
Okay, that was my little teaser. To see the whole video in its entirety, it is on our Facebook page. It's not on our YouTube channel right now. Maybe we can get it over there, but it is on Facebook, and we have a direct link to that video here in the comments. I'd love for you to watch it to see what you're most excited about for 2026. So to give you an even one of the themes that came up, there was two themes that came up that people were just like, well, I gotta have, right? One is what you kind of saw there, and that is the digital dealer exclusive mystery quilt, the Mistletoe Mystery. And shops are going to be giving out more information about that in the coming weeks as they receive more information. They're ordering their welcome boxes right now so that they know how to best share that with you. So that is going to be for 2026, and I'm telling you, it's so fun. It's so fun. We show people through the viewfinder like you saw, and people are excited. So we're excited too. We would love for all of you to be a part of that. The other thing that people were really, really excited about was, let me pull this up here, was the home sewn. And that was the 12 mini quilts that are tiling scenes coming out next year. Now, this does not come out until February. All right. So the other thing about this is if you ask your shop owners about it now, they'll probably say, I'm not sure what you're talking about, because we give the first release information to shops at Quilt Market, and now they're going to be getting the information. So if your shop owner was there, they saw it, they know about it. But if they weren't there, they're going to know about it here very, very soon, like any day. So just know that more information is being released. But basically, it's called home sewn because there is a sewing machine in every house that's there for every month of the year, right? And they are 12 by 12 in size, and they're tiling scenes, which makes it so fun. It's kind of like putting together a puzzle, which, oh my gosh, so fun. And the way that our digitizers have put this together is really, really awesome. And it makes it so easy to match the tiles together, so it just flows seamlessly. It's really, really cool how they've digitized this. So I pulled 5 images that I wanted to show you up close. One of them you haven't seen it at all. Okay, they weren't all up there on the board. So are you ready to see all of them? Well, no, 5 of them. There's 12 altogether, one for every month. It starts in February, and your shops will know about it very soon. I just got to reiterate all that stuff, right? But let me show you 5. I wouldn't even say these are my absolute favorite, because they're all of them. All of them are my favorite. Every month makes me smile. But I will show you, let's see, the first one I'm going to show you is May. Oh, the other thing about this, I almost forgot, is not only do they each have a sewing machine in the window, but they each have, as part of the embellishment kit, a mini quilt that is a Kimberbell quilt. that's been miniaturized that comes in the embellishment kit on a printed panel. And those hang dimensionally from the house. All right. So this is May. This is the May design, and it's very much a spring-like, we've got the bumblebees and the birds and birdhouses and the flowers. Do you see the machine in the window? Ah, so cute. And then what is hanging from that? Do you see the little quilt? This is Life is Better in Full Bloom. You remember the quilt. You remember the little 18 or the 22 by 22 inch pillow? Well, that is hanging right there off of the birdhouse and the tree. So fun, right? Okay. The next one I want to show you, I'll save the one that you haven't seen yet to the end. How many of you guys, let me pull up this one. Okay, this one is April, May, June. I think this one's June. Is if you go on vacation, such as camping, how many of you bring your sewing machine with you? Well, this is for June. And look at that little camper. And of course, the sewing machine is in the camper, right? And hanging off of that is a little quilt that has the blocks from when we did machine embroider by number projects. You can still find them as downloads at Kimberbell. And we put those into like a 9-patch quilt. And that's really, really cute. I'm telling you guys, these are so, so fun. So there's the camper. Now let's pull up. Oh, okay. This one is actually one of my favorites. And this one is for August, I believe. And this is a beach scene, because you know what? If I even go to the beach and I stay in a hut, which I don't, but if I did, this is what it would look like. Look how darling that is, the little beach scene. And the textures are going to be so, so darn cute in these. The digital image just doesn't do it justice. But there you've got the little sewing machine in the hut, right? In the window of the little hut. And then you got the seagull on top of the hut. You got the surfboard. And then the quilt. It's vintage boardwalk hanging from there. So that is actually one of my favorites. If I had to pick a favorite, that would rank right up there for sure. Aren't those so fun? Yeah, you guys are loving the beach scene. These are going to be sold. A lot of people asking, are they sold separately? Are they sold together? They're sold in groups of 3. So there's one each quarter that's coming out, and they're sold in groups of 3. All right. Now, if I know I don't have the Halloween one here to show, is Darling, but if you didn't, do Halloween, the fall one for November would be perfect for October too. So you've got options there. You could have that one up for a couple of months if you didn't want to do a Halloween version. Okay. Now this next one, okay, this my all-time favorite. Okay, I know I said the beach scene ranked up there. It ranked up there because December actually is my all-time favorite. And it's because one special reason. I can relate to it. And I think a lot of you can relate to it. Are you ready to see December's? All right, this is December's. Now I want you to notice in the house, all the lights are off in the house. They're all dark black windows, right? You can see the Christmas tree twinkling in the darkness. But this, my friends, is Christmas Eve night, right? Christmas Eve. It's maybe midnight. It's maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, Christmas Eve, right? The one window that is lit up, there's a light on in the top corner window. You see it. There's a sewing machine in the window. And that's because someone is up really late into the wee hours of Christmas Eve sewing last minute projects. How many? Hands up, hearts, all the things. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Who can relate to that? You're the person up sewing away until the wee hours of the morning on Christmas Eve. Isn't that fun? And then you got the little car there with the presents on top. And then hanging from the lights and the tree in the house is Cup of Cheer. That, my friends, is my favorite. I just thought that was so fun. When I put I just squealed when I put that together. I was like, oh yes, this is my life right there. All right, so that's my favorite. Now, the one you haven't seen yet is the one I'm about to show you. And that is, oh, let's see. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Is January's. Now, remember, this starts in February. So this January version, you'd actually be doing towards the end of 2026. Okay. So that's why we didn't show it yet. But here's January's, and it is a winter scene. And I love it because you got the snowboarder, you got the skier, you've got the snowman, and the cute little cabin with the sewing machine in the top window of that cabin. And you've got, it's probably hard to see there. There we go. But you've got a little mug of either cocoa or coffee or something right there next to the sewing machine. You've got a quilt block there, kind of like a barn quilt at the top of the little cabin. I just think that's a fun one. And of course, you got the brand new enchanted winter little mini quilt hanging from that cabin and the tree. So I'm loving the coloring on this. I love just the scene because it still has a little bit of, it's got the snowman feature. It's got the, oh, it's even got hockey in the background. You see that little ice pond and the hockey puck and the hockey stick there. You've got the skis and the mittens and the skates. You've got all the things that make winter so fun. For me, winter is so fun being upstairs sewing. Okay, but everyone else can have fun out in the cold. Anyway, so that's the one you hadn't seen yet. So that is called Home Sewn. Again, it is a 12 by 12 mini quilt. We'll have like an actual stand that you can actually purchase to hang them, or you can hang them on a wall, or you could frame them, or you could turn them into pillows. There's just all kinds of fun things you can do with it. And the background quilting actually is included in these this time as well. So I know a lot of people are excited about that. All right. Yeah. Jeanette says staying inside, sewing and making cookies. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Home sewn. It's going to be a lot of fun, my friends. I hope you'll be a part of it. All right, everyone. So here's the giveaway today. Let's do this. We usually do 2 winners. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 winners. Will win their choice of any 3 single background quilting designs. How's that? 3 winners, their choice of any 3 single background quilting design set. Oh, not sets, singles. Okay. Which means you get all the sizes for that single. So we'll announce those 3 winners on Friday, but all you have to do is tell me, what are you looking forward to the most from that video from Quilt Market? What are you most excited about? All right. I mean, you can tell me whatever you're excited about. It doesn't even have to be what you're most excited about. How's that? Whatever you're excited about for 2026. Is it the mistletoe mystery? Is it the home sewn 12 by 12 mini quilts? Is it, let's see, what else did I show in that video? I showed, oh my gosh, I showed Sipping on Sunshine. That's a brand new 40 by 40 summer like quilt called Sipping on Sunshine. I showed that in the video as well. I also showed Sweetheart Street. So there's a bunch of things I showed. Let me know in the comments what you're excited about. And again, it could be any or all of them. Let us know. And 3 people are going to win their choice of 3 different background quilting single designs on Friday. How's that? All right. Woo! All right. Well, I think that's all for today. The 11 o'clock hour here in Utah is coming really fast. So I'm going to close up, but thank you for joining me today. It's so fun to be back with you. Lots of exciting things coming at Kimberbell, and I'm happy to have you all be a part of it. I'm reading your comments super fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate your support. We just love doing what we do, and we do it because of you. So thank you. Keep doing what you love, my friends, and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye-bye.